Hey everyone, welcome back to AI for Procs. Today we are going to learn PowerShell operators. So what are PowerShell operators? Those are symbols and keywords which tell PowerShell engine to perform a specific action such as comparison, assignment or arithmetic. They are fundamental for creating dynamic and effective scripts allowing you to manipulate data and control scripts flow. So what type of operators do we have? We have arithmetic operators, assignment operators, and comparison operators. So what are arithmetic operators? Which allow us to perform mathematical operation in PowerShell, such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modules or reminder. So these are the operators, guys. You probably use those in calculators. So all those mathematical operations we use through arithmetic operators. If we talk about comparison operators, which help us in making decisions in PowerShell scripts. So such as whether it is equal to that, whether it is greater than, whether it is less than, whether it is not equal to. So such things help us to make some decisions, and based on those decisions we can write our PowerShell script. So whenever we are doing a comparison, it always return the result in Boolean, right? Whether it should be true or it should be false. Okay. So example, if we see that if service dot status equal to running, then it will write service is active. Either, so what exactly it will do? Dollar service dot it stays equal running. It will just return a result whether it is true or false. So this entire statement, whether it is true or false, based on this script block will be executed. If status of service is running, this statement will return it true, and if condition is true, then it will execute this, otherwise it will not execute this block. What are logical operators, guys? So logical operators are help us to combine multiple comparison expression, and based on that we can get some statement. For example, if we want to compare two or more conditions, then we always use logical operators. So what are logical operators? And operators, or operators, and not operators. Okay, so what exactly and, or, and not? Okay, we will be learning it in next slide. So I hope you understand it. Logical operators, when we want to do the comparison between two or more conditions, then we need logical operators, and those are and, or, and not. So see, guys, what exactly is and operator? Uh, okay, let me check it here only. So and operator is something that whenever we are checking two or more conditions, and when all conditions are true, then it will return true. Okay. If any one condition is false, then it will not be true, it will return false. So whenever we are doing comparison of two or more conditions, and if all returns true, then it is true only, otherwise it will be false. Okay, so in and everything should be true. If we talk about or or then probably when we are checking two or more conditions, if only one conditions is there, okay, if one conditions is exist, then probably I can if one condition is true, then it will be true. Okay, I mean either two conditions, if one condition is true, it will always return true. But if both conditions are false, then it will return false only. Okay, not operator, guys. It is not required for two or more. It is just to change the decision whether if a value is true, but I want to make that comparison to different, or I mean to I want to invert that, then it will just invert the conditions. If I will say if not, and that condition is true, so not will make that condition to false. So we will check that in coming examples when we will be doing demonstration. So if I talk about here this example, what exactly here is happening? If disk dot free space is less than 10 GB and disk dot drive letter equal to C, it will write host load disk space on C drive. So when this block will be executed, when both conditions are true. Okay. So if we talk about assignment operators, guys, what are assignment operator? It is something when we are assigning a value to a variable. Okay. So how? For example, I will say dollar, I will declare a value dollar a is equal to 10. So what I'm doing here, I'm assigning a value here. Okay. Similar way, add and assign. What it do? Dollar a plus is equal to 5. What it means? What is whatever is the existing value of dollar a, it will add 5 on that, and then it will assign that total values to a. Okay. For example, the value of a is 10, right? So when I'm saying dollar a plus is equal to 5, it means it will add 5 in 10, it will become 15, and now dollar a will get the value of 15. Okay. Same way we have subtract and assign. Dollar a minus is equal to 2. Okay. It means that if the dollar a value is 10, what will happen? It will subtract 2 from the 10, it will become 8, and then dollar a value will become 8. Similar way, multiply and assign operator. Dollar $a multiply is equal to 3. It means that first it will multiply with 3. 10 into 3 is 30, and then dollar $a value will become 30. Okay, so this is something we can use assignment operators. Practical examples in solving real world, guys. So filtering something, see, get hyphen process pipe, we checked, right? We already checked this pipe operator. It means that we are sending the input of this I mean output of this first command as a input for second command. So whatever process will be the output, it will go as a input for my next commanded, and then it will check all the status which are equal to running, right? A comparison will happening here. So all the process which status is running, it will just show us the result. Similar way, if I want to check drive space, get hyphen wmi object hyphen class win32 underscore logical disk pipe where hyphen object dollar underscore dot free space, and see what I'm doing here. If I'm doing is it is a similar variable, I am just dividing it by 1 GB, and then I am telling if it is less than 50, it means that it will return all those logical disks for which disk space is less than 50 GB. Okay. Combining string is something that dollar full name is equal to John plus and plus do. It means that what is doing, what it is adding John plus space plus its last name. So what output will become John space do. It means that plus can work with the string as well. So how it does, it concatenate the string with plus operator. Okay. So this is about the theory part, guys. Let's move to the demonstration. So as we know, as we told that if I do some mathematical operation here, total is equal to 5 plus 10, and see what will be dollar total value. See, it will say 15. Why? Because I'm doing mathematical operation. Similar way, plus operation can be done with strings. Okay. So what I'm doing, if I will do hello space, okay, hello space, and if I will do plus, and I will do word, hello world. So what it will do, it will concatenate the string hello world. Okay. So it means that the this plus operator can use with string, and it does concatenation with the string. Similar way, the subtraction we can do. We subtraction can only be done with the integer numbers. Okay, so if you can see that remaining is equal to 100 minus 25. Okay, years ago minus is equal to, I'm just dividing the years, right? So this is something we can do. Multiplication also can be done with integers and with strings. If you see that I am doing multiplication, 5 multiply 3, it will give me answer 15. Okay, similar way I can do this multiplication with string, but how it will do? It will print that string by that number of time. Okay, so this is the difference. Division can only be done with the integers. If you see that dollar remainder is equal to this, okay, this cannot be done with the uh, string. So if we talk about some real world example, see, for example, the size of a file is this in bytes. Okay, I want to convert it in MB. So how can I do? What I will do, I will divide that file size by 1024 and again 1024. So what it will become? It will become size in MB. Okay, so if I run this command, see of the size in byte, and now it says that it file size is 1.93 something MB. Okay, time calculator you can do. Dollar work hours is equal to 8 hours, फिर work day is equal to 5. So what are my weekly hours? I can simply print that my weekly hours are uh, my weekly hours are is 40. What I'm doing, I have two variables and I'm doing a multiplication. Okay, comparison operator, guys, whenever I need to do some comparison, for example, my age is 25. Okay, and it is my age is 25, and now what is the condition of kid? What I'm doing, I'm checking is kid is equal to dollar age is less than 18, so it will return false. Why? Because comparison always return false. Okay, is quarter ceremony, if I will do age divided equal to 25, then it will become true. Okay, so let's see this example. uh, okay, so now let me print that is kid. This kid is false. Why? Because age is not less than 15, whether age is 25, it is greater than 18, right? So that's why it's written false. And if I return is quarter century, it will become true. Why? Because age is equal to 25. It means that always the comparison will return a true or false, okay, accordingly. Not equal to. So not equal to, guys, it is something that it will be checking whether it is not equal to or it is equal to. Okay, so what I'm saying, that status is equal to online, I'm saying if it is not equal to that, then it will return true, because it is not equal. Dollar is equal to online, right? Online, it means that I'm asking, not I'm just asking, is it not equal to that? No, it is equal to, right? It means that it is true. It is it will false. See, let me first that let me write this script. So what it will do, see, it so let's check what is offline is, oh sorry, dollar is offline, it return false. Why? Because it is equal to, right? It is equal to, so it will return false in this case. Similar way we can check greater. To check greater or less than, we have hyphen gt or hyphen lt for that. So my score is 85. Okay, is passing score is equal to is dollar score is greater than 60, so it is 85, right? So it is greater than 60, so it will become true. Okay, need improvement. Okay, so dollar score is less than 70. Okay, it will false. Why? Because it is greater than, right, not less than. Okay, so in similar way we can use the comparison operators to make some decisions whether it is true or false, and based on that we always can write our scripts. Okay, similar way if we talk the comparison string in uh, comparison operators in string, so we also can use that. See how I can do. For example, my file name is equal to report, right? So what I will do is pdf. So what I'm checking, I am checking if file name like star.pdf. Okay, I'm just doing like or compare. I mean, it is whether contains, if that name is contains on it, like that. So we always can use. Okay, so what I'm doing is PDF. It's saying that if file name likes this, then it will become true. Okay, similar way, is report, is file name like report? Yeah, this is true. Okay, if report is not in this file, then probably it will become false because report is not there. Okay, contains, contains also can be done. See, this is the list of fruits. Okay, now what I'm checking, has apple is equal to dollar fruits contain apple. Yeah, is it, yes, it contain apple, right? So it will return true. Similar way, dollar fruits contain grape. No, it doesn't contain grape, right? So what it will do, it will return false. Okay, so now we also can do some system conditions in real world. How? See, my disk space is 5 GB. Memory usage is 95%. So what I'm doing here is disk healthy is equal to, if disk space is greater than 10. But is my disk space is greater than 10? No, right? So what it uh, disk space, yeah, it is greater than uh, disk space, right? It is greater than 10. It will become false, guys. Okay, if I write here, it will become false. Why? Why? Because the disk space is not greater than 10, right? So it will return false. Okay, memory is okay. If memory usage is less than 80, no, it is greater than, right? So it will also be return false. Why? Sorry, it will also return false because it is not less. No, uh, memory usage is less than 80. I think I did not run this command, that's why it happened. Let me let that. Okay, now I will run. See, it will return false again. Why? Because it is greater than, right? It is not less than. Okay, so see, if I run the complete script, you can see. Okay, right, false and false, both are false. Okay, now let's talk about the logical operators, guys. We discussed that, right? So what are logical operators? So I said you, when we have to do two checks, two conditions check, then we always use logical operators, and or operators. So what exactly, see what I'm seeing, I am assigning a variable dollar age is equal to 20, and another operator I'm just assigning as a boolean operator. So it is already boolean, right? So I don't need to make any comparison of here. So what I'm trying to say, this guy which age is 20, okay, and he has license, that is true. He has already license. Okay, so what I'm asking, can I have rented car? And now the decision will happen here, true or false. Okay, see, but what my condition, if age is greater than 21 and has license, then only he should have given rental car. Okay, but this condition is true, he already has license. Okay, this condition is true, but this condition is false. Okay, so ultimately, if this is false, this is true, and we are using AND operator, so the complete result of it will become false because only one condition is true. It will only become true if all conditions are true from both, or multiple, if we have multiple. Okay, so if I write this complete script, what it will do, it will check and it will say false. Why? Because one condition is not meeting. Okay, so that's why. Another example, see what I'm saying, CPU uses 87%, memory uses 90%. So what I'm doing, system will be healthy if CPU uses is less than 80 and memory uses are less than 75. Okay, but what happening here? What happening here? CPU uses are 87. But is it less than 80? No, it is not less than, so it will become false, right? And memory usage less than 75? No, it is not, right? So what it will do? It will become false. Okay, so in that condition, the result will always false because both conditions are false. Let will say false. Okay, so I'm just similar way, guys. We can do the file processing logic. What I'm trying to say, file size is 10. This one, and file type is PDF. So what I'm saying, if file size is less than this value, it is already less than, right? This is 1 lakhs and this is 2 lakhs, I probably. So what I'm saying that if this is less than this value and file size is PDF, then it should proceed, right? So what is happening here? If you see here, the it is less than this, right? And this is equal to PDF. So this will become true. Why? Because both conditions are true here. Okay. So if I write here, let me also do write on host. Uh, okay. So let me write the complete script here. What it will say. See. Can I process this file? True. Why true? Because both conditions are true here. Okay. So let's discuss about the OR operator, guys. Similar way, when we are doing the AND operator, and if there are multiple conditions and all conditions are true, then only the complete statement will become true. But in OR, if we have only one condition is true, then we always can I mean the complete statement will become true. Okay. So for example, is weekend? True. Is holiday? False. Okay. So can I sleep? Okay. Is weekend or is holiday? So there is only one condition is true, right? Because this is weekend. Weekend is true and holiday is false. It means that there is one condition is true. It means this complete statement will become true. Okay. So whenever we are talking about OR logic operator, what happened? It will check for if any one condition is true, then it will become true. Okay. So what I'm trying to say here, see, is it, I mean, if this is weekend or this is, then can I sleep or not? Let me see. Okay, can I sleep? Yeah. Can I sleep? True. Why? Because one condition is true here. So whenever we need such scenario that if any one condition is true, the complete statement should become true, then it we use or operator. But where we need that all conditions should be true, then only it should be true, then we use and operator. Okay. Another option is that payment method is credit. Okay. Now I'm saying acceptable payment, whether it is cash or whether it is credit, right? So one condition is true, right? One condition is true. Okay, so what it will happen? Payment acceptable, it will do. So whether we have payment method, either it should be credit or either it should be cash. Okay, if any one condition is happening, then it will become true. Okay, if here I will write anything else than credit, then both conditions are false here, then it will become false. Okay, so false only happen, guys, then when all conditions are false, then only become false. Not operator, guys, it just reverse the position of that value of boolean. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is online, it is false, right? So when I'm using not operator in front of that boolean operator, it will change that. Okay, so what I'm saying is online, now it is false, right? So it will become true. Why? Because I'm using not in front of. See, let me just see that and paste. See, is online right now? False. Okay, let me print is online line. See, it is false. But when I do this, if I use the not in front of that, it will become true. It means that whenever we need to change the decision, we always use not in front of that. Okay, so example of here is that my system is online, right? My system is not online. It is false, right? It is not online. What I'm saying is online says false. It means it is not online. So what I'm doing, I'm changing its decision. I'm saying is offline. So let me do actually. Let me change this true. Okay, true. So now what I'm saying, or now let it become false again. Okay, so what I'm trying to say, my system is online, true, it is true. Is offline, how it will become offline? When it will be false, right? So I'm just using not in front of is online. So what will happen, whatever is the value of that is online, it is true, it will become uh, the reverse value. What is the opposite of true? That is false, right? So it has become false. This has become false. Now I'm saying is system down. So what will say, if if this is true, okay, if this value is false, then only it will be down, right? So what I'm doing, I'm just putting the not in front of that, or I also can use this inverse symbol, right? This symbol is also similar to not. Okay, either I can use this or either I can use. Okay, so same as not, it's also same. So what it will do, the value of true will become change, and that will be false. Okay, so if I write the complete script, see happening, is it of working hours, is offline, it means it is it of working hours, it says false. Okay, is system down, false. Why? Because it has changed its value. Okay, so if this is false, then this all result will be true. Why? Because it is changing the its value. Not operator will change the value of boolean. Okay, so now time to learn from AI, guys, how you can provide your effective prompts to make your learning effective. Okay, so in today's world, nobody is going to write the PowerShell script. You simply need to write a perfect prompt, and it will provide you a PowerShell script. Okay, based on that, your knowledge you have learned PowerShell, you can apply that what changes are needed, right? Because as I said, chat GPT itself says that it can make mistakes. Okay, it can make mistakes, so we should have checked that script whether it is correct or not. Okay, so what I will do, let's do some effective learning. Explain PowerShell arithmetic operator with 5 real-world examples. Show me 10 PowerShell comparison operator scenario for file management. Create practical exercise for PowerShell math operations and comparison. So let's do this one. Let's ask this one. Okay, if I write this, how it is, see, the power of generative AI. See, it will give me the 10 way. How? Eq. Dollar file get hyphen item. I'm getting all the files from this log. Okay. Get hyphen item. I'm getting this app log file in this one. And now I'm saying if its length is less than equal to 105, what I'm saying, file size is exactly 1 KB. Okay, not equal to get hyphen child item c logs. I'm checking all the files inside c logs, where I'm checking dollar underscore dot extension not equal to dot back. Okay, so what I'm doing here, I'm checking all the logs file here, uh, here, right? Because I'm checking should not be dot back. It means other than dot back will be shown here. Okay, greater than, see, get hyphen child item this, and what I'm saying, if where hyphen object length is greater than 10 MB, it means all the files which size is greater than 10 MB, it will show all those files. Less than, similar way I can list out all the files which are less than 1 KB. Okay, will return less than 1 KB. greater than and equal to modifier recently 7 days, get hyphen child item. How it will do? Get hyphen child item c logs where hyphen object its last return is greater than today minus 7 day. It means that all the files which last return days is prior to 7 days, right? Before 7 days. Less than or equal to old files 90 plus old days. So what I'm saying, get hyphen child item where hyphen object dollar underscore last write time is less than this 90 days. Okay. So what I'm trying to say here, all the files which last return time is 90 days before. Okay. So similar way guys, we always can use the generative AI to make your learning effective. You just need to write the proper prompt and based on that it will help you. Okay, so I hope you like this session guys. Thank you so much for your time. Let's meet on another uh, session.